discipline, reflection, and power.
Gift and duty and silence.
Listening, talking, and relationship.
I think prayer is a great gift to us from God that he wants us to enjoy and to enter into. I think it's a duty because if we are followers of Christ, then being a disciple, I think, means to pray. And after all, I think he taught us how to pray, and so that is important. But silence, because in my own personal experience, it's when I'm led into silence that I feel most prayerful and most aware, I think, of God's presence. So those would be my 3 words to sum it up.
Actually taking time often to just sense where the Spirit of God is going inside, as well as very, very occasionally, like twice in my life, thinking I'd heard God in a more physical form.
So I come to relationship with God thinking, well, I'm inconsistent. I don't speak to God when I wake up, and I often go for days without remembering that God is my rock and my anchor and the breath that I breathe. And so I neglect it. I neglect the relationship. So in comes shame and guilt and the shoulds. I should be better. I should be doing better, and I'm not. But I have in the background, and I've got friendships and relationships that demonstrate it, that even when I'm not directly talking to them, they're thinking of me, praying for me, reaching out to me. That friendship is a 2-way relationship, and God is always there. All I have to do is turn, close my eyes, notice the presence of God, and it's that immediate reconnection, mystical, tangible relationship where I go, well, why haven't I been drinking this glass of water, and why am I so thirsty?
I certainly find it scary to think that God knows my innermost thoughts, and I think it can be intimidating, but I think our relationship with God isn't as a judgmental, overbearing father figure or anything like that, but a loving, forgiving God.
One of my favourite verses in the New Testament is that place in John's Gospel when Jesus says to his followers, I no longer call you servants, but friends. And I think that's profound and powerful, really, because not even disciples, but friends of Christ is something quite different and quite intimate.
I think prayer is often boring and mundane. I think my breakfast is often boring and mundane. I know that I had breakfast last Tuesday. I can't remember what it was.
Some meals that we have are special and exciting, and you really enjoy them. Perhaps most of the meals we have day to day, it's just that rhythm of eating to keep you going, to keep you alive. And I think for me, prayer is like that often it's not about what you feel in prayer or experience in prayer, it's just the doing of it.
We need to learn the art of perseverance in a culture of immediacy. And I think if we live in an immediate culture, we've kind of lost that sense of, this is just something I just have to get up and do every day.
One of the things that keeps everyone motivated and going is not just their own personal prayer life and their own personal commitment, but how we include prayer in some of the activities that we do in our working patterns and in our day. We always try to encourage people to make time for that.